Welcome to the Neo operational video series for software version 3.8. These videos are designed for targeted instruction to get you up to speed quickly and simply. This video targets fixture timing. While the bulk of this video was made in software version 3.7, it's close enough that we're going to use some of the content, but there are a couple of differences that I want to point out. So if you are looking at the sidebar, there are a couple of options to the formatting. So I can go to View, Display Options, use Compact View for sidebar cue list. This will take you to a sidebar that has the same font size and general formatting of 3.7, but notice that where the flags show up for fixture timing has been reformatted to show up on the right rather than on the left. If you stay in the non-compact view, you'll get a better optic, larger font. The cues will show up better, although you will get fewer in the list. Fixture timing is the second or middle level of timing priority and will apply to all components of the channel or fixture. So if this is a moving light, fixture time will apply to intensity, position, color, and all of the fixture's parameters. The same will go for LEDs. Fixture time is set by applying time information to the channel or the fixture, and this must be done by supplying a leading channel list. So I mentioned fixture timing is the second or middle level of timing priority. There are three levels of timing priority. The first one is the cue. The second one is the fixture time. The third one is called complex timing, and that is done per attribute or per parameter. So let's take a few channels. We're going to say 1 through 10 full, and here I'm going to go ahead and record the cue, although you don't have to record it before you apply it. So if I want to apply fixture time to channel 1, I can say 1 times 0. Notice on the channel block I get a little FT for fixture timing. I'm now going to update the cue because you need to update before it can be applied. And if we look in our sidebar, Q1 says it has time of 3, but it has F timing or fixture timing. So I'll do stop back, and as we go into the cue, we see that channel 1 applies in time 0, where the others apply in the time of the cue. Now there's a way to see the timing information on screen. If I do Shift Live, what that does is show timing information instead of level information. Notice that also applies to the parameter data in the attribute window at the bottom of your screen. Another thing to notice is color. Any gray information is going to be coming from the default time of the cue. Any white information is hard information or specific information for the fixture time. So to get back to my level screen, I'll just hit the live key. So now we're going to look at applying ranges of timing to an existing cue. So what I'm going to do is say 2 through 5, time 0 through 4, enter. Fixture timing has been applied. Now I can look at this by doing Shift Live to go to the timing screen and see that red information has been applied because red is the color of information that has been changed. So if I update the cue, we now see hard information. I'm going to go back to my level screen and I'll stop back, and then we'll run this and we'll see we've got a much more complex transition occurring with some channels being affected by cue time, some affected by position time. Now, let's grab everybody. I'll do 1 through 10 out. We'll record the next cue. And now what we're going to do is look at applying fixture timing in what I'm going to call a peak. So it's going to start at one end of the time scale. It's going to go to the opposite end of the time scale in the middle of the range, and then go back to the first end of the time scale at the end of the range. So it's essentially going to start at 0 go to a longer time. We're going to make it 5 seconds and then go back to 0. So we're going to say 1 through 10 full, and now I'll do my leading channel list of 1 through 10 and say time 0 through 5 through 0. So this is going to allow it to start at the 0 count for channel 1, end at the 0 count on channel 10, but it'll be at a 5 count at the midpoint of the channel range 1 through 10, which means 5 and 6. So we'll hit enter. We'll do shift live so we can see it, and we can see 1's at 0, 5 and 6 are at 5, 10's at 0, and it does a linear scale in between. So we'll go back to live, we'll hit record to record our next cue. We see that fixture timing is applied. We'll hit stop back and we'll run this, and we'll see that 1 and 10 go out in 0, and it sort of cascades until 5 and 6 take the longest to fade out. Everything that we've been doing in live also works in blind. So now we can see we're in blind, and I can do shift blind to take a look at timing information, and you can change it just as you would, I'm going to hit blind again, just as you would in live. So it should be completely consistent between the two worlds. When you make a change, you can go back to live and it will automatically update that for you. Thanks for watching this Neo operational video for software version 3.8. Go to the Phillips Strand website at www.strandlighting.com for many more videos on Neo programming and operation.